So without further ado, let's get into it. Tonight's basketball plays. We are on the year Moneyline record 294 wins, 112 losses. That's a pretty good record. Hopefully we can get above 200 more wins than losses after today. Against the spread, now that's where the real kicker is because those are tough. We have 26 wins, 13 losses, and 3 pushes on the show. Pretty good hot streak. I am due for a bad night. We've been hot. We've been hot lately. So just keep that in mind. We're due for a bad night, but hopefully we don't get one. Let's keep it riding here. Without further ado, let's get into it. Tonight's games, best game of the night is Dayton, Loyola Chicago. Dayton, number 21 in the country. They're really good, but they're not as good on the road. And Loyola Chicago with Sister Jean at home, that atmosphere is going to be rocking. I kind of like Loyola Chicago in this spot. I'd like it even better if it was like 2.5. Maybe shop around. See if you can find a 2.5 out there. That's an even better line. If you want to do a money line, just win the game. That's fine too. But I like that 1.5 with Sister Jean. Hey, J-Con, how you doing today? So I do like Loyola Chicago in this spot. Dayton's a better team. I think Dayton's going to do very well in the tournament. They might win a game or two, but I think in this spot, this is tough for them. I kind of like Loyola Chicago here. Let's click on the more. We don't got all the games here. Bowling Green, Ohio. Boy, my best play of the game, best play is just to stay away from this game, honestly, and then my second best play would probably be just to take Ohio on the money line. But if I were to pick the spread, I probably would take Ohio, but I'd be careful with that one. I honestly think my play on the show would just be money line Ohio. App State going for the league crown tonight. It might be senior night or no, they got one more week in this league. Senior night, it could be senior night. I don't know. Maybe they're on the road next week, but either way, they could wrap up the league crown tonight in Appalachian State. So it's going to be rocking. They might storm the court. They're a really good team. I think they could make a run in March Madness. Sneaky 12 or 13 seed. I like App State here. I know who I'm staying away from here on out. UAB. You know what's funny, J-Con, is UAB was on like a cover streak of like 7 out of 9 games, and I'm pretty sure the 2 they didn't cover were the ones you took. That's bad luck sometimes. I've been there, done that. I mean, it's there's definitely some teams that I no longer pick as well. I get some of those teams that I don't like doing. But I like App State here. I think they're definitely going to win the game. So if you just want a safe money line, I think they can cover this too. I do think 6.5. If you can find a 5.5 out there, shop around, go for it. Brown and Harvard. Not sure why Brown is favored here. I guess they're at home. Harvard, I think, is a little bit better. Man, this line reeks. I'd say stay away from this because it's kind of suspicious. I almost would take Harvard here, though. I don't know why. You might. Let's hold on a second. Did Harvard? How'd they do last time? Let's look up the standings. Maybe this is a revenge spot for Brown. Let's see how they did last time. Ivy League, where are you? The smart kids. Brown. They have about the same record. How'd they do last time? They beat Harvard at Harvard. Interesting. I would not have guessed that. You know, I don't know. I'm definitely staying away from that game. But if I were to lean, I'd probably actually take Harvard in the points there. Siena, Manhattan, worst game of the night. Ooh. Oh, boy. These two teams have a tough time winning games. I'd probably take Siena at home here, but I'd stay away from that game. Do not bet it. Go figure. Yeah, I know, right? Marshall, Georgia State. Marshall is a disaster on the road. Go Georgia State here. I'm not going to bet this game, though, but if you wanted to pick this game, I think Georgia State would be the right side. Quinnipiac and Iona. Quinnipiac's a better team, but they're on the road here. Why are they getting points? I don't know. That's kind of suspicious. You know, I think the best play in this game is actually the over, the 151.5. I think that's the best play. Go over, a lot of scoring. 151.5 is a lot of points, but these two teams don't know how to play defense. So yeah, I'd lean over there. Stetson, the Hat School, against North Florida, the Ospreys. This league I tend to stay away from. Too much variance, and I feel like you're just playing roulette at that point. You're just chucking money at random numbers. And I don't like that in sports. I like betting with an edge, so I stay away from this league typically. But I would lean North Florida here to win the game. All they gotta do is win by 2. Florida Gulf Coast, Jacksonville, same thing. All these lines suck in the Atlantic Sun Conference. I'd almost lean over here, 131.5, but I stay away from this game. Just don't do it. Canisius, Mount St. Mary's, same thing with this league. This league kind of tough to bet. Gosh, I probably would lean Canisius at home, even though Mount St. Mary's is slightly better. But I think your best bet is just stay away from that. Fairfield and Marist. This is kind of interesting. So Fairfield is, I think they're 11-5 in league. Marist is not, but some reason they're only catching 1.5 here. How'd they do last time? I'm curious. Why is that line so low? Sometimes when something's too good to be true, it often is, and that's when somebody knows something. How did they do last time? Fairfield and Marist. Fairfield beat Marist by 21 points last time. What are we doing here? Has Fairfield got somebody injured? They've won 3 straight. Somebody knows something. And I find it suspicious. And Marist, Marist is hot right now, though. Marist has won 5 of the last 6. Oh, man, that's suspicious, Chad. I don't know. I kind of lean Fairfield here, though. They beat him by 21 last time. Is it going to be that different on the road? 21. Georgia Southern, Old Dominion. Old Dominion is a sinking ship right now. I would just go Georgia Southern Moneyline. I think that's the play. Just go Moneyline Georgia Southern. Kansas State Queens. Queens is pretty decent at home. I don't think I'll bet this game, but I would lean Queens here. I'd probably take that. That's a lot of points, too. Maybe an under. 173.5. Are you kidding me? Are they playing 4-on-4 basketball? That's a lot of points. Never heard of most of these colleges. That's because it's Friday night. A little alarming. Friday night, some of these little leagues come out to play. They're still D1, though. Still good players. I know you've heard of this team, though. Yale. They're always good in basketball. Every year, they've been in and out of the tournament. A lot of points to be laying here against Dartmouth. 20.5. I mean, obviously, Yale money line's a lock. Put $1,000 on that game. They'll hit. But 20.5, that is... it's a lot of points. I don't know. I hate to bet Dartmouth here. I think I'd just stay away from this game, honestly. Maybe an over, 133.5. Although Dartmouth can't score. That's too many points. If you can parlay Yale to like 14, I'd lay that for sure. Ryder and Niagara Falls. Crib was transferred to FedEx. Oh, good, Bailey, good. Ryder and Niagara Falls. Ryder, I kind of like once the calendar flips to March. Man, I just stay away from this. I can't. It's too suspicious. It won't be delivered till the 4th. All good. North Alabama and Central Arkansas. I don't know a damn thing about these schools, so don't bet that game. Those two, that's a dumpster fire. James Madison I know quite a bit about. Coastal Carolina is not very good. I'd probably lay it here with James Madison, but a money line would be a lock, 100%. James Madison's on the bubble right now, as you guys figured out on Monday on my show. Honey, I bet $1,000 on the game. Brett was confident on that pick. I wonder how that would go over. I think you might be sleeping on the couch if it didn't hit, and I'd probably would have a goon showing up at my door. I'd open the door and my knees would get hit with a baseball bat. or I'd get shot. Some sort of, goon would show up at my house, I imagine. If the internet gets word that I told everybody to bet $1,000 on something that didn't come through, I'll have the mafia showing up in my neighborhood. All right, James Madison. I like it. James Madison's really good. They beat Michigan State. They've beaten quite a few good teams this year. They haven't beaten App State yet, though, but next week they'll get another chance possibly in their tournament. This game sucks. Just don't even do anything with this. It's a lot of points, too. I'd probably lean Monroe with the 7.5. Just keep it close, but stay away from that. Bellarmine, Austin P. All right, once again, this league kind of reeks. I kind of want to go with Austin P because they're in Tennessee, but stay away from that. Eastern Kentucky, Lipscomb. Now, this is a decent game. This is probably the best two teams in that league. I think I might take this. I'm going to take Lipscomb here. Eastern Kentucky already locked up the 1 seed in the league. We don't know who's playing. Like, you know what I mean? They might be chilling. They already locked up the 1 seed for the tournament. So, they may not care about this game too much. And you're on the road here. Look at the line went down for Moneyline there. So people are on it. Lipscomb, I like that one. 2.5. Just win by a 3-pointer. I don't need to know about my gambling problem. I don't have one. Cornell, Penn. Why the hell is it only 4.5? What did they do last time? I feel like Cornell should win by 10. Let's find out what's going on here. Cornell's metrics are so much better than Penn. If you look at Ken Palm and whatnot, let's find the Ivy League. I don't know what's going on here. This is suspicious. This might be a lock coming up if we find out. They beat Penn by 17 the first time. What are we doing here? Cornell's 20-5. Penn is 10-16. Why is this line so low? There's got to be an injury. There's got to be an injury. Hold on a second, chat. Let's look at the injury list. What's going on here? There's no injuries. All right, lay it. 4.5. Lock it up. Sometimes things are too good to be true. I'm hoping that, that is actually not a mistake, or that it is a mistake. We're going to hope that this is a booking mistake. Let's lay it with Cornell. Cornell is really good against the spread. They're like 19-5 or something like that. Something crazy. Cornell is one of the best teams against the spread this year. It was saying it was picked up in Waco, Texas today. Must not be the crib. Oh, that's weird, Bailey. Yeah, I don't know. That's super odd. We'll look into that after stream. Columbia, Princeton. I lay it with Princeton here. Princeton's really good. That is a lot of points. See if you can shop around for a better number. Maybe a 10. If you can get a 10, I think that's better. An 8 would be a really good number, obviously, but I'd still lean Princeton here at home. They need to win. I mean, as you saw the standings over here, they're three-way tie right now for first. So Yale, Cornell, Princeton all are really trying hard right now to get that 1 seed. It's very important. So I think Princeton, all three of those teams are going to be on their best games tonight. Troy, Texas State. Troy's one of the better teams against the spread. I'd stay away from this game, though, personally, but I would lean Troy. Louisiana, Southern Miss. I'd stay away from it, but I'd probably go with the Raging Cajuns at home with Louisiana. I think Southern Miss has quit. And we already talked about Dayton, Loyola, Chicago. We like Loyola, Chicago. Fresno State and Nevada. This is odd. So this line should be 20. Nevada should beat Fresno State by 20 here. I'm not sure why this is so short. I will check to see how they did last time as well. Nevada is coming off of a buzzer-beating win a few nights ago over Colorado State. If you guys haven't seen that buzzer beater, you need to look that up. It was phenomenal. It was that half-court heave by Jared Lucas. Let's see here. Mountain West. Did they play this year already? They did. No, they They beat them by 15. And that was at Fresno State. This is at Nevada. Lay it! Lay it with the Wolfpack. Nevada. I'm going with that all day. Utah State Air Force. Air Force did just pull off a road upset at New Mexico. But Utah State, I think that's going to catch their attention. I like Utah State here, but here's what I like even more. I like the over 137.5. Air Force has been hitting the overs like crazy lately, and I've been cashing in on it as well. So I like the over here. Doesn't mean it's going to hit again, but typically I try to follow the trends. It's going to happen more often than not, right? All you need is 60% or more wins, and you're winning, right? So yeah, I like the over here, and I also like Utah State to blast Air Force. South Carolina, Florida. Is this? Oh, this is Saturday. You got some Saturday lines already. Nice. It's the first time we can do some Saturday stuff. All right, transition into Saturday picks, YouTube. Remember to bet responsibly, chat. I got to end my Friday thing here. I'm not responsible for your wins and losses, but we do got a good record on the show. I am bound for a bad night eventually here, but let's try to keep it rolling. Bet responsibly. Don't bet more than like 2% of your income. You know, you don't want to... There's a lot of people that get addicted to it.